G'day everyone, Chris Fawcett from the Headache and Pain Management Centre here, and unfortunately today I'm a little bit disappointed. Basically, I was going to talk a little bit about the three factors that cause pain, which for those playing at home is the biological, the psychological and the social factors. But instead I've actually come across an article online that popped up on my Facebook, which has really grounded my gears a little bit. There's some really good research that came out regarding pain, and unfortunately, like what they always do, they've put a really bad spin on it. So we'll just have a look and see what it says. And there it is. It says, ever complained of a stiff back? It might just all be in your head, the researchers say. Okay, now, look, I don't know about you, but when we're talking about, pain being all in your head, basically, if someone says that to you, I'd feel pretty offended, okay? Because basically it feels like you're not being listened to, it feels like your pain isn't real, and it sounds like your pain is not there, you're just making it up. There's nothing more offensive to a pain sufferer than hearing that the pain is all in your head, that it sounds like that you're just making it up, that you're overdoing it, you're overcooking it, you're putting a bit of mayo on it. As a matter of fact, it's all rubbish and it's absolutely just completely false. Now, your pain is real and there's a reason for it. Sometimes the reason for your pain is quite simple, and other times it can be a multitude of complex issues that all work together to cause the experience that you call pain. Now, pain is really, really good because it's a universal human experience and it's there to look after us. It's usually pretty useful when we do something dangerous, when we put our hand into a frying pan, when we perhaps step on a really hot road. It's really important for us not to burn our hands off or to cut limbs off. We need to keep active and we need to keep ourselves protected. You get pain when your nervous system decides, without your permission, that there is either actual danger happening right now, or there could be danger happening very shortly, okay, or in the future. Now, it's an automatic response. There's nothing that you can do to actually bring pain on or take it away voluntarily necessarily, but what you can do is you can reduce the factors that can cause your brain to be sometimes tricked into giving a pain response when it doesn't have to. Let's have a think about it. Some people are pretty jumpy when it comes to things like spiders or snakes. Okay, so I know when I see a huntsman spider on the wall, a big, dinner plate sized spider that's on the wall, my heart rate will get faster, my pupils get bigger, I'll start to sweat and breathe pretty quickly because I'm scared. Now, I'm not there going, I should be scared right now because there's a spider on the wall. I'm not consciously thinking that. My brain is actually going, holy hell, there's a spider there, you need to protect yourself. And the response to that is to make my heart rate quicker, to make my shallow breathing, and to just generally want to get the hell out of there. When it comes to pain, pain is exactly the same kind of process, where it's another protective mechanism by your brain. So a lot of times that's really useful, but other times it's not. When you have persistent or chronic pain, what happens is that your brain becomes overprotective. Almost like the fire alarm going off when there's just a piece of toast in the toaster. The fire alarm's there to protect you when there's a really big bushfire, but not when there should be burnt toast there. And effectively that's what happens when you have persistent or chronic pain. Now, it's in a constant state of protect mode. Basically, the greatest thing is about the pain though, is that your brain and your nervous system can be retrained in order to have that protection mechanism not quite so wound up, not quite so protective. I guess the important take-home note out of this is that, when you see things and your doctors, often well-meaning doctors and health professionals are telling you the pain's all in your head, often what they're saying is not that you're making it up, but rather that your pain is coming from your brain. So we need to look at a more multifactorial, more complex approach to see where your pain is coming from. So when we see things like on the internet where it says it might just all be on your head, it's quite insulting when you hear that, but the reality is that it's actually not, you're not making it up at all. It's actually more that your brain is doing far too good a job at looking after you rather than you just making it up. It's probably more accurate to say that the pain is in your brain rather than the pain is in your head, because all signals, all inputs all come into your brain, and pain is just another one of those outputs like fear, nausea, anxiety, or even happiness, elation. It's just another feeling that comes out, and there are ways that we can retrain it. If you'd like to know a little bit more about this, please comment below, comment pain below, and I'll be happy to send you a little bit more info on it. Otherwise, I hope everyone's having a good day today, and sorry for a little bit of the rant today, but I need to get that off my chest. hopefully we'll see you again the same time next week for another one of our Facebook Live sessions. Thanks, and we'll talk to you later on. Cheers.